Welcome to Mediocre Gaming, and today we're playing Marvel Avengers. Well, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and salutations. Today, why the Rift fantastic? Let's get to it. So today we're talking about Tachyon Rifts and why do them. Although they are a new type of mission, they are kind of the rehash version of missions that you've probably already done. At this point, this is a very much a end game activity. Tachyon Rifts are an end game activity, and there are more modifiers to it than what the normal missions have. So why would you do that? Now, first of all, you have enemies that have an overshield. All enemies have overshields, which makes them not flinch at all while you're attacking them. And they are bullet sponges where you just deal a whole bunch of damage and it doesn't feel like you're doing anything to them. Although your heroics charge faster, it doesn't seem like they charge fast enough. As soon as you get off the cooldown, you're ready to use it because you're in the fight for your life and you need that heroic to come back. Additionally, you have a time limit and health drain. So in addition to the normal objectives of, well, staying alive, which is always the objective, but also if you have, say, a control or a defend point, then you have to do that, plus keep an eye on your health, plus keep an eye on the time, plus have that spatial awareness so that you know where the enemies are at. Now, in addition to all of that, you need at least 2 human players in order to play the Tachyon Rifts. And going through the modifiers, it should be very apparent why that is. You need those extra players so that one player at least is minding the time and one player is taking a look and trying to do that objective, whether that is keeping control of points or a point, defending a point, defending allies, destroying enemies, what have you, because while you're doing all that, the time is consistently ticking down, and you cannot get more than 1 minute on the clock at any one given time. So if you already have a minute, it doesn't make sense to go and get more time. I would say once you get down to about 30 seconds, you should seriously consider getting more time. So if the other player that is with you or other players are not getting time, it would be a good idea to get time yourself. Now, normally, if you are playing one of the flyers, so Iron Man, Thor, then those are kind of the go-to heroes to get more time. So if you are the flyer and the other player or players that you're playing with are not, just assume that you should be getting the time. Now, I am unaware what the minimum level is in order to do these Tachyon Rifts, but it will always scale to your level +5 at Challenge 2, which of course means that at Challenge 4 it is going to be very interesting at +15, and that of course is based on the lowest level player in the group. So if you're at 150 and there's another player that's at 145, then at Challenge 4, it is going to be 160. At Challenge 2, it'll be 150. So more than likely, no matter what you're doing, no matter what your level, it is always going to be a challenge. Because players probably aren't going to be trying to do these Tachyon Rifts unless they're at least 140, and I would say closer to 150. Now, a little trick in order to get the different challenge levels, if you've noticed, you can only get on the one challenge level and the rest of them are locked out. So when you're trying to change the level on a Tachyon Rift level or mission, what you'll do is you'll go to one of the other missions, one of the regular missions, whatever it happens to be, and then change it to the challenge level that you want, and then go back to the Tachyon Rift, and then you can play it at that challenge level. So you can change the challenge level, although indirectly. Now, obviously, it's best to play with another player or a group of players that you know. That way, if the time is starting to run low, or if you're in trouble, or if one of the other players on your strike team are in trouble, then it's not a big deal. You can easily help each other out. If you're in a group of randos, then it will be a little bit more difficult to coordinate your attacks, especially if they or you are not on the mic. All right, so the big question, of course, is why? Why should I do these Tachyon Rifts? It's more or less a more difficult version of a mission that I've already done probably several times already. Now, if it seems familiar, if you've played other live games, you wouldn't be mistaken. In the early days of Destiny 2, night falls were set up very similarly, although I think these are more forgiving than, say, the Nightfall missions. Anyway, so doing these missions will get you items that you cannot get anywhere else. And of course, I am talking about items that have the cosmic status damage effect. And you might be saying, well, what's the big deal about cosmic damage? You might say, I've already got PIM particles, or gamma damage, or plasma damage, or shock damage, or cryo damage. I've already got damage on my ranged attacks, or my melee attacks, or what have you. Why do I need cosmic damage instead? Cosmic damage does two things at the same time. So simultaneously, when you get to the threshold to affect an enemy with cosmic damage, they will be primed for damage, so they'll be ionized, and all further damage, as long as that status is in effect, they will take more damage from all sources. So especially bosses, this is a great way to do more damage and to just melt them. Not to mention Tachyon Rifts, where it seems like everyone takes forever in order to take out. Additionally, cosmic damage will also give you a willpower burst. So not only are you opening up enemies to doing or taking more damage, but you're also healing damage. So in addition to the ways that you get willpower back and do more damage to enemies, cosmic damage will do both. So this is a valuable modifier in order to have on your character and character build. Of course, you may already have a good build for one or several characters, and then that means that the cosmic damage modifier or storm gear that you want is going to be more specific unless you're going to work on a different build. But I would say that you definitely want to get these cosmic damage modifiers or status effects on your gear as quickly as possible for everything that you have to do that is endgame worthy and those things that are to come in the future. And that's it. I hope you enjoyed this video. Be sure to check us out on social media, and thank you for liking, commenting, and subscribing, and we'll see you next time.
Enemy units have reached the crash site. Understood.
AIM forces are here!
I'm nearly there. The dropship should have a weapons locker. Use it. Good call. At least they'll have guns.
I'm fighting through some pain, folks! We shall prevail! Guardians of Asgard!
didn't quite go as we planned.
It never does. Now, Jarvis, did my payment come in?
A sizable transfer has just arrived.
Nice work. We'll analyze these readings ASAP. I can't tell you how valuable this data is to us. Thank you.